guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. It is Wednesday night, November 18th, 2020. Tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I hope you guys enjoy this, because if you do enjoy it, it's going to become an occasional feature of the Crazy New York Driver Show. Tonight I'm going to tell you a true life story that I think you will find funny and interesting. This has nothing to do with eBay, and any of my future life stories that I tell you will not have anything to do with eBay, but I'm hoping you will find them funny and entertaining. And I really didn't plan on making this video tonight, but I was just watching an episode of Adam 12, and they actually had the same scenario on Adam 12 that happened to me in real life. The episode on Adam 12 was filmed way back in 1972, so this happened a lot more recently than that, but it happened when I was young, and I want to share it with you. And the topic, or the title, should be The Case of the Broken Headlight. So let's get started. Guys, I'm sure many of you guys that are about the same age as me, or even people younger or older, when you started driving at age 17, you had to go out and buy your own car and fix it up yourself. It was a rite of passage, something that we all went through. Kids today don't touch their cars. They don't even change their own flat tires for the most part, but I'm not getting into that. This is a true life story about me, and I think you'll enjoy it. So here's how it went down. I was somewhere between the age of 17 and 20. In that age, I was a relatively new driver, and I was driving a beat-up old Pontiac. It was nothing to look at, but as long as it got me from place A to place B, I was happy. A lot of my friends at that time were living in the Bronx. And I know when some people hear about the Bronx, they automatically think about the South Bronx and the crack epidemic of 1986. And while there were some really bad spots in the Bronx, there are also some really nice spots. And some of my friends lived in one of the really nice spots. There was no crime. Everything was upscale. The people were nice. You could walk in the neighborhood in the middle of the night and not be afraid to get mugged. So, consequently, the cops didn't have any really heavy crime to worry about, so they would concentrate on enforcement violations. And one of their biggest enforcement violations campaigns had to do with motorists driving with broken headlights. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Every night, I would drive to my friend's house, and I would see people pulled over with a police car behind them with the flasher on, and I always looked, and the person always had a broken headlight. It was actually what they call a safety violation, and I think it's very important that they do enforce that kind of law, because it's important to have your headlights and taillights working at all times for safety's sake. So anybody driving around this section of the Bronx with a defective headlight was going to get a ticket. As bad luck would have it, at that same time, I was driving with a different friend of mine. We were going up to Westchester to meet two chicks, and this driver was coming at us, and he dropped his glove. He wasn't paying attention. He crossed the double yellow line and nailed me good. Sideswiped me. The whole left side of my car was ripped apart. This caused the driver's side headlight to become broken. Along with the bumper, the entire front end was twisted, the whole side was smashed, but the car was still drivable. It wasn't bad during the day. However, at nighttime, no driver's side headlight. Okay? So I said to myself, I better be careful driving this at night. It's not just a case of going out and replacing a driver's side headlight, because the whole housing was twisted and bent. Eventually, I had to put a 3/4 nose on that car, which my friend and I did in my driveway. For real. But anyway, I knew that until I could get the parts, if I had to drive at night, I was going to have a driver's side headlight out. So I was concerned. So, a few days later, I'm driving through this upscale neighborhood in the Bronx, going up Riverdale Avenue. Here comes a radio car coming down the opposite way. I said, oh man, I know he saw my headlight out. So I look up in the mirror. What do I see? Bloop, 3-point turn. The cop's making a U-turn to come after me. I said, oh, great. He gets up behind me. He lights it up. All right, he stops me. So I know what's coming next. He comes up to the side of the car. Son, I'm pulling you over because you have a broken headlight. I'm going to issue you a safety violation, and you have to get this fixed. He was going to give me a ticket. And it was one of the few times in my life that I was ever so confident that I was not going to get a ticket for that offense. I said, officer, you can't give me a ticket. He looks at me and he says, I can't? Why not? I said, officer, your police car has a headlight out. And he said, what? I got out of my car, and the both of us walked back to his car, and don't you know, his driver's side headlight was out. And this cop, I could tell by his expression, he didn't even know it. Honestly, the cop was totally legit. He had no idea. He was 50% shocked and 50% pissed off at me. And he says to me, okay, fair is fair. He goes, I cannot write you a ticket for something that's wrong with my car too. Let me tell you something, he says to me. I'm going right back to this station right now, and I'm going to get this fixed. If I see you tomorrow or the next day, or if I see you the next day with this car with a headlight out, you're getting a ticket. All right? True story. He got in his car, and I imagine he went back to the station and got it fixed. And I went to my friend's house and told him the story. And that did light a fire under my butt to go to a junkyard in the South Bronx and buy a 3/4 nose, which we actually repaired in my driveway. Good times. But I hope you guys found this story interesting and actually funny. If you want me to continue making occasional videos about my true life stories that I think are enjoyable, let me know in the comments section. If you'd rather I do not make any more videos like this, let me know in the comments section. All right? I just want to know how you guys feel. I will be back on Friday night with my normal eBay video. We have some important things to discuss. I'm not getting into them now because this is a life story video. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, you're not. Thank you for watching this video. I'll dispense with my usual closing because it's not Friday. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on Friday night.